People say time is a circle, but time is not the face of a clock.
I think that the way the media influences now, it's very direct, and when we were kids, the access to it was very exclusive, and now it's something that everybody has got access to, and even like you can't help it, it's like with you every day, all the time.
Where do we live now? As reality diverges into different forms of media and our lives continue to pixelate.
Revolution through social media I think it's a good way to find people who connect with the same ideals as you, and it's a good way to express your opinions, it's a good way to group people together, but it also should go a bit beyond social media.
I think the internet is inherently something that polarizes people and creates bubbles between people. But we've also seen it bring people together. I think it can galvanize togetherness. But I think as one group comes together, another splits, and it's going to be a constant cycle of splitting and coming together on and on again. And we're only becoming more people, so it's only going to be more.
We continue to compare our current dilemma to the past, to history, to former revolutions.
I'm super interested in internal landscape and psychic landscape. I think a big part of connection is living in the same kind of mental, emotional, spiritual landscape, right? And it's not just I get the same references as you, it's actually we navigate the world in our heads in similar ways, the territory is the same, our tools work for each other. And I think with the internet, there's this divorce, right? Because you can have, I get some things about your life, but I'm not living in the same real space as you. So it's always going to be a mismatch. It's always going to be connection that feels real until it's whiplashed away.
We can compare it to the advent of the printing press, to the rise of the machine, to Arnold Schwarzenegger standing nude in a crater.
I think a revolution online, as with all revolutions, is for some people a dream, for other people it's a delusion, until it happens.
Do you find yourself walking down the street, seeing everything burning, reminding yourself that the end is nigh?
The internet is just like a system of things changing more faster. Within a lifetime, it's almost like the people who share your experience of growing up is actually only 2-3 years either side of your age, right? And then it gets real different. And that's the norm now. So I think it's the same magnitude of change, it's just happening quicker and quicker and quicker and more and different and uneven all around the world.
The time we live in now is unprecedented. There is a new religion, a new God. God is the web, weaving his way through all of us. All seeing, all knowing, our thoughts become data, to be stacked onto virtual shelves.
I think what happened in this new era where we've learned about fake news and how we can't trust things, I think it's just affirmed a sense that we always had, that things were never what they seemed, and now we just see it more. I don't know if it's changed our views on politics, or whether actually the cynicism that we have now is actually more closely aligned with the truth.
The age of liberalism is dead, a self-eating snake that binds us together with the myth of money and the farce of omniscience.
But then you go out the front door, in the real world there are still so many people who don't agree with just basic human rights. So
Social media can be very good for relationships because it can help you to meet new people. But I believe that the value in that, it's not different from what it used to be, the value within relationships. I think that the value has just changed. So we put a new value onto something that didn't exist before.
I think we're all really confused and we're not good at it. And we need to get good at it because the confusion is not going away. We're gonna keep being confused, things are gonna keep changing quickly. And there's no way we're gonna get on top of it, right? It's about going, okay, this is new, this is scary. Can I get curious about it? Can I get excited about it? Can I find something that works for me and my community and my family and my meme group?
past is another country. The past is another planet.